Hi everyone, it's Max and welcome to a new week's reading vlog. So it is Monday, which is like, I don't know if I've started a vlog on Monday in a while, but I had a really good reading week last week. I only read 2 books, but one was Rhythm of War and it was so freaking good. Yeah, so go check out that vlog because it's just, I love Rhythm of War so much. So yeah, I also picked up Shadow of Kyoshi, which I liked less, but I still enjoyed it. And then, so I looked at my TBR on a whole because I want to do some mood reading this month, but like in the way that I don't just like totally absolutely structure out like exactly what I read when. But I do still want to make sure I try and get to all 13 books on my TBR and structure out my week to week. And it works out really well actually because I read 2 books last week and then I need to read 3 books a week for the next 3 weeks, and then the last week of December it's a shortened week and I only have to read 2 books. So like it really works out actually. Because like last week was a technically, like for reading vlog purposes, it was a shortened week because I started on December 1st, which was not the first day of the week. And then I'm gonna end my last reading vlog in December on the last day of December, which is not a full week either. So it really works out well. But let's get into the books that I want to read this week. So I'm trying to kind of mix up like some shorter books with some longer books. So like after Rhythm of War, I read The Shadow of Kyoshi, which was the shortest physical book I had on my TBR. And so then this week, I've got a couple shorter books and a longer book. And the first book I want to pick up is The Trials of Apollo, The Tower of Nero, which is the last book in the Trials of Apollo series. That's another thing. So December, I want to read continue and finish series. So I've done this the past few Decembers where it's like, okay, let's try to knock out as many series as I can. And I've got quite a few that I'm finishing series for and a few that I'm like continuing because like with the next book that has come out. And I want to finish a series before I go into continuing series, if that makes sense. Excluding Rhythm of War because I had to read that immediately. But yeah, so this is the last book in the Trials of Apollo, which is about Apollo. He angers his dad Zeus and Zeus sends him to Earth in the body of like a teenage boy to save the world. And like all of Apollo's oracles are in danger. And so he has to go and like save them and like stop all these Roman tyrants from the past from like coming back to life and destroying the world. And that one of them is Nero. I'm enjoying this series a lot. I am excited to pick this one up. Honestly, I don't totally remember everything that happened in the 4th book. So I hope that that's okay and I hope I'm able to get sucked right back into it. It's almost 400 pages, so I think I'm gonna be able to give myself like Monday and Tuesday, like 2 days to pick this up. Then the next book is not gonna come as any surprise if you watched my last week of my last week of November vlog. Next book I want to pick up is Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. I read Kingdom of Copper last month and loved it. Oh my gosh, like one of my favorite books of the year, and I'm so excited to pick up Empire of Gold. It's 770 pages. It is so long, but I think it is going to be, or 750, it's in the 700s, and I'm just so excited to read this and love it and be heartbroken probably, but I hear from like everyone who's read it that like it ends really satisfactorily. So like no, not everyone's like happy and healthy and perfect by the end, but you feel satisfied in the ending, which I'm always worried about with finales, especially with fantasy series, because I feel like so much can be built up and then it can just be like so disappointing in the end. But I am just so excited to pick this up. I want to give myself like 4 days to read it so that I can like, you know, like read 200 pages a day, and it's just, I think I'm just gonna love it. And then the last book I'm going to talk about is going to be an arc that I have, and it is The Ever After by Amanda Hocking, which finishes, oh, I can't remember what they're called, the Omt trilogy, which is like her last troll trilogy. And she's got this whole world that is trolls, and there's 3 different species of trolls. I read her first troll trilogy like years and years and years ago when it was self-published, and I enjoyed it. I haven't read the second trilogy, and now that I'm in this, like I want to go back and read that because like, no, this is not the best fiction, but it's really fun and fast-paced and just super easy to read. The second one ended on quite the cliffhanger, so I'm actually really excited to pick up The Ever After. And so yeah, then I think I'll be able to, I've always been able to finish the books in 1 day, so I'm hoping to give myself 2 days for The Tower of Nero, 4 days for Empire of Gold, and then 1 day for The Ever After. But that's gonna be on a Sunday, so a weekend I'll be able to fly through it. And then I'm also listening to an audiobook. I have not listened really to an audiobook in a while. I have not been in the mood. Probably since like basically October, actually. I don't know why I said probably, totally since October. But now I'm like I'm getting back in the mood. I'm listening to an audiobook by Brandon Sanderson. He came out with a new novella and it's called The Origin, or The Original, which is about, so I think they're on Earth, and it's way in the future where like if a person does something really bad, the government can make a replica of them to go hunt them down. And they give them like 4 days, and if the replica is able to kill their original, then they get to take their original's place. If they're not able to kill their original in 4 days, then they die. And our main character is a replica, and it turns out that her original killed her husband. And so she at first tries to like prove that she's innocent and was framed, and it kind of turns into a total manhunt. And then there's definitely more government conspiracies involved, and he co-wrote it with someone. I don't know who it is. Like, I don't know the author, but I'm really enjoying it. I only have like less than 30 minutes left, so I should definitely like finish it, but I'm really, really liking it. I think it's a really interesting idea. I know clones have been done before, but I just haven't really read a book about clones. Nope, I've read one book about clones. I'm not gonna say what it was. I can't even remember the title, but I'm pretty sure that that was like a plot twist. So, yeah, and so I'm really enjoying it. It's really fast paced. I'm really excited to see what happens. And yeah, so that's about all I've got right now. So those are the 4 books on my TBR. I kind of wish, I don't know, the only audiobook that I could find for my TBR was Shadow of Kyoshi, and I just finished it. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find another audiobook. I am listening to a podcast called The Adventure Zone. I started like on this most recent season, but there's 2 seasons previous. So I am starting to kind of go back and listen to some of those. So I might just continue that once I finish the original. But I'm gonna go, I have work, and I will talk to you all once I've made some progress in the Tower of Nero. Hi everyone, it's Tuesday. So I did not update you last night because I didn't do a whole lot. I did read 150 pages of the Tower of Nero, and so I do have so I do have 240 left, which, you know, isn't like great. But I'm feeling good about it. And I realized Empire of Gold has the perfect amount of pages to read like 250 a day for 3 days because it's 750 pages. So like worst comes to worst, this takes me 3 days, and so does Empire of Gold, which I would hope not, because Empire of Gold is 750 pages and this isn't even 400. So like I would hope that this wouldn't take me the same amount of days as Empire of Gold, but I'm also just so excited to pick it up that I think I'll be able to fly through it. So yeah, that's about all I've got for you right now. I'm enjoying it. It's really fast paced. Honestly, I didn't need to remember what totally happened last book. I remember like a big thing, but I'm pretty sure that happened at the end of book 3. So yeah, like I'm feeling really good about it. It's also like, I don't know, I feel like each book is almost on its own with like, you need to remember the overarching plot and like the main characters, but they haven't really referenced much from the last book. So I'm feeling really good about it. I'm remembering it, I'm flying through it. It's just last night I didn't read a lot. But I am planning on reading. I'm almost on my lunch break, so I am gonna go hang out with my puppy and then try and do some reading. I'm gonna try and tire her out so that I've got a more calm and relaxed afternoon. It's been calm and relaxed because my mom was here for most of the morning, but then she left and Abby is sleeping, but then as soon as she wakes up, she's gonna be a bundle of energy. And now she can get up the stairs. She could get up the stairs, but we had like a barrier, but now she can like push past the barrier and like come up and down the stairs. So it's like she's got full reign of the house. She can come into my room and wreak havoc because I live upstairs. Ignore my messy unmade bed, you know, sometimes it's just what you gotta do. So yeah, that's like all I've got. I do need to finish filming a video, all the books I read in 2020, but I just don't think it's gonna happen today. My mom's home tomorrow, so I might like, while she can watch Abby, I can film. We'll see. But that's all I've got for you, honestly. I'm enjoying the book. It's fun. Oh, I finished The Original by Brandon Sanderson, and I really liked it. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. maybe even a 5 out of 5 stars. I have a really hard time judging like short works, like novellas, because it's like, yeah, you know, I didn't feel like, I don't know, because I did get a connection to our main character and I liked her a lot and I was rooting for her. And so I think it was good. I might give it, on Goodreads, it's a 5 out of 5 stars because I'm not going to lower it to a 4 because it's between 4.5 and 5. It might just be a 5 because it's Brandon Sanderson and I love him. And also the the book was good. There was a great plot. It was good characters. I really enjoyed it. I don't really have any fault with it. So that just might be what it is. I think I'm gonna listen to The Deep by River Solomon. I'm just gonna listen to some fun, short, fast audiobooks. Well, I don't know if The Deep's fun, like just some short audiobooks. Because this is narrated by Daveed Diggs, who played Thomas Jefferson, the original Thomas Jefferson in Hamilton, and I love him. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna listen to that. And I'll just keep you updated because I'm just like kind of just starting to get back into wanting to listen to audiobooks. And so I think doing some short ones would be a good idea. And I will talk to you all later once I've made some more progress in The Trials of Apollo or The Deep. All right, guys, it's 11:40 on Tuesday and I finished The Trials of Apollo, The Tower of Nero. It was okay. I wanted to like it, obviously, and I did. I just felt like it wrapped up way too easily. Like, it was just, I don't know. Like, I know I'm just used to like 1,000-page epics where it takes forever and nothing's easy. But I just felt that 5 books, the ending should have been more drawn out and more serious. And it just happened all very fast. So I think I'm gonna give it a 3.25 out of 5 stars. Yeah, honestly, it just didn't wow me. It was a very average, I think, especially for an ending. And Rick Riordan's endings have been pretty good with Percy Jackson and the Heroes of Olympus, even like the Kane Chronicles. And I know these are all geared towards like a younger audience. I still just felt like it was just a little too easy, even though there were some scenes, like some like whoa scenes for younger people. I was a little surprised, but overall I did want more from this. And I mean, it's not even 400 pages and it's the finale to a 5-book series. So I should have expected it going in. But yeah, could have done with more from this. So now that I'm done with that, that means I'm on to Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is gonna be amazing. I know it. It's just gonna be amazing and I cannot wait to read it. I'm not sure yet how many pages I need to read a day for 4 days, but I guess I can just do that right now. All right, I have to read like 188 pages a day to finish this in 4 days. I'm gonna try and shoot for 200 pages a day to kind of like give myself like a day of a little bit of leeway. Because in 4 days that would mean like 800 pages and it's only 750. But I'm so excited. I have a feeling I'm just gonna love this. And I'm hoping to, even though it's 750 pages, to just fly through it. Because I just loved Kingdom of Copper so much and just never wanted to put it down. And so I'm so excited to finally pick this up. But first, I'm gonna go to bed because I am tired. My mom has the day off tomorrow, so I don't have to watch the puppy because that was a lot today. She just was so hyper all day and like just didn't seem to be able to get comfortable, and it was just a lot. So tomorrow will be kind of a nice break from that, even though I do still have work. But I'm hoping to read this and love it. I'm also watching The Bachelorette with my best friend tomorrow after work. So I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna get to this because I think I'm gonna try and go to the gym at lunch and then watch that with my best friend. And I will get to it, of course, because I cannot wait to pick it up. All right, good night. Hi guys, it's Wednesday night, it's 10, and I'm 82 pages through Empire of Gold. And I'm already really enjoying it. I'm flying through it. I'm so excited to see what happens next. What really annoys me, but also I feel like is probably very realistic, is there's a rebellion leader, and she really wants Daevabad, and but then she just keeps calling it like this crappy city and like this awful city and all this stuff, and I'm like, you wanted it. It can't be that bad if you wanted it, or like that's what you get. I don't know how to feel about it, but the fact that she keeps like saying like bad things about it, I'm just like, this is what you wanted, so like get over it. And I don't know, but I mean, we're not supposed to like her, but it really annoys me. Dara, not liking him too much. He's like being very purposely ignorant. I can forgive ignorance when they just don't know any better, but he is very purposely being like, no, this has to be the good. I have to be on the good side, or else like everything I've done has just been monstrous. And I'm like, it's monstrous. Yeah, that's on you, buddy. And so he's just like, and he's old, he's ancient. I'm like, you, like, I don't know, like I have such a hard time with not having serious problems with immortals who like have these immature faults. It's like blissful ignorance or pettiness or like just childishness, where I'm like, you are immortal. You should have gotten over this ages ago. So yeah, I just have a hard time with immortals who are not like very wise and like all knowing, because I'm just like, you should have gotten over this by now. Like this character development should have happened like ages ago, like centuries ago, even maybe millennia. So like, I just have a really hard time with that. So I'm just not loving him right now. But Ollie and Nari are still my favorites. I love them. I even like Mutandir, which is like surprising, and it's just good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So I am going to go back to reading, and I'll update you once I finish my 185 pages. All right, it is 11:15 and I am 207 pages into Empire of Gold. I was gonna stop at 185 or whatever, but then part 2 started at 207, so I thought, why not just read until then. I'm liking it so much. I feel like this is a book that if I had the time, I would be able to just sit down and read from start to finish and like stop for like breaks, but just not want to do anything else. Like, even though it's 750 pages, I feel like it's a perfect book for a readathon. It's just so good. I'm loving it. The one problem that I'm having is with Dara again, where it's like the author isn't convincing us that he's a good person through him. She's convincing us through other people, where other people are like, I want to believe you're a good person and I think you're a good person. And like, yeah, but he's not showing it. He's doing really, really awful stuff, and I'm like, he is not showing that he's a good person. And maybe he's not. Maybe it's supposed to be like, yeah, people want to see the best in others, but he's just not good. And if that's the case, then that's fine, but he's one of our main characters, and he has been since the start, and like, we were supposed to root for him for a really long time, and I don't know if we're supposed to still root for him, or if he's actually supposed to become a villain, because he's doing some just awful stuff. And it just doesn't make sense, really, for the rest of his character. But overall, I'm just really enjoying it. I'm loving Nari and Ollie's point of view and their story a lot. I'm really liking what they're doing. I'm loving their dynamic. Yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. So 207 pages in, I'm like 28% of the way through the book, and I'm loving it. But now I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Thursday, it's 1:21. I'm on my lunch break. I just finished filming all the books that I read in 2020. I'm gonna go check on Abby, the puppy, to see if she's still sleeping or if she needs to go out. Yeah, and if she doesn't, or if she's still just hanging out lazy, I might just take my book downstairs and do some reading. I haven't read anything since I checked in last night. I've just been working this morning and then filming, but I'm feeling good. I finished filming, and then I did start The Deep by River Solomon. And this is about like when slave ships were coming over. If women were thrown overboard when they were pregnant, they died, but their children turned into mermaids. And so now it's years in the future, and they're all mermaids, and everyone forgets. They don't have a memory except this one mermaid who has like the title is passed down from mermaid to mermaid, and they get all of the memories and history of their people. And then once a year, she goes and gives all the memories to the people, but they forget after a certain amount of time. It's okay. I don't really like our main character because I can see where she's coming from, but she's also very selfish. She hates this power that she has. She hates this responsibility. But what the people, like, in their role is supposed to do, they are supposed to go and travel and find the next person who's gonna hold that title. And it's like, well, if you hate it so much, go find someone. But she's so scared of the ocean, she's so scared of what's out there that she refuses to. And it's like, well, if you hate this so much, you should go and find someone instead of just staying cooped up. And then I believe she just, spoilers, but I believe she just like basically abandoned her people, and like, because they're like in the middle of a memory and it hurts her to relive these memories. I believe she just abandoned her people in a memory. So I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'm not liking it. I'm really not. I'm finding it kind of boring. And then also I just don't like our main character. It's like, if you hate this so much, go find the next person who's gonna hold this title. Like, you know, you're bringing this upon yourself. You know, I mean, yes, it was sucked that the person who was before her didn't see her as a person. He just saw her as like a very empathetic creature. And so he just, when she was 14, he gave her all of the memories and it destroyed her. And so I get it. I do. I feel bad for her. But it's still like, you could go get rid of them. You could go find someone and impart this responsibility on them. You could, because that's your job, but she refuses to. So it's kind of, I have a hard time pitying her when she's bringing this on herself. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not liking it really much at all. But I don't really have anything else to talk about. So I'm gonna read more of Empire Gold and I will chat with you once I've done so. Hi. It's Thursday night. It is 10:34. I've got makeup all over, so just ignore it. It's 10:34 and I am 292 pages into Empire of Gold. Still loving it. I really, really like Nari as a character. She just wants a simple life in Egypt, and she almost has it. And it's like, she keeps being like, no, I can't leave these people. And it's just, it's heartbreaking, but it's also like really great, and it shows how far she's come, and I just really love her, and I'm just scared to see what happens. I don't know, because at first I thought it was gonna be like she was gonna end up queen and Ali be king, but now I just don't know. But we'll see. I'm enjoying it. I really like how we're getting more of the world, because, you know, we've really only had Egypt and Daevabad. We haven't had like the other mythical places. So they're on their way to Tantri, and so I'm really excited to see what that's like. And I'm just really, yeah, I'm having a good time. I feel like she's really expanding on the world building in this book. Like present day world building. She's expanded a lot in like past world building, but I really like present day world building for places outside of Daevabad. But yeah, so either I'm gonna go to page 386 or 411. Those are the two chapters. I'll decide once I get to 386. I might just be like tired and want to go to sleep, which will probably be the case. But I do like being like 200 pages instead of like the 185. But we'll see. I'm tired, but I am flying through this. I'm just like, I like don't want to put it down. So I might be able to push through to 411, and I'll let you know once I've done so. It's exactly midnight and I am 410 pages into Empire of Gold. It's amazing. I'm more than halfway through. I have 340 pages left. I don't know how this is gonna end in 340 pages, but oh my god, I'm so ready for it. I'm so pumped. This is gonna be so good. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. Oh no. I've got 2 more days with this and I have no worries that I'm going to fly through these last 340 pages. It's just so good. They're just so good. I love Nari, I love Ali. Dara, I don't like anymore. I don't know how to feel about him really. But I love Nari and Ali. And then I realized I never said, but at the end of a couple vlogs ago when I read Kingdom of Copper, I said I was worried that there's going to be a time jump because there was at the beginning of Kingdom of Copper. There wasn't. It like just started right in, which I don't think she could have done it any other way because it ended on like a cliffhanger, and like we would need to know what happened immediately after what happened in the last book. But this is just so good. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I really don't. And I am so just excited to see how it ends. Oh my god, I'm just loving it. And I'm just so excited to see what happens. I don't know, I just want them to be happy. I really just want Nari and Ollie to live together in Cairo and be happy. Even though that's not gonna happen, that's what I want to happen. But I'm tired and I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hi guys, it's Saturday. I did not update you yesterday because I didn't read anything yesterday. I just had a lot. I don't know, I just didn't really have time to yesterday, but I have read 130 pages, so I have 210 pages left. I don't know how this is gonna end. I don't know how this is gonna wrap up in 210 pages. Oh my god, it is so good. Dara is driving me insane. I can't stand the guy. I just want to skip his chapters, but they're so important. But I'm just done with him. I am done with him. For being 1400 years old, he's a moron. He is an idiot. He just makes all the wrong decisions, and he just refuses. I can't say anything without giving anything away, but he's just so stupid, and I'm just so done with him. I am so done with him in every way. I'm just so done with him. And I just can't wait to see what happens next. This next chapter is like 20 pages, maybe even longer, and it is no, it's like 30 pages, and it is gonna be a whirlwind. And I just don't know how this is gonna end at all. I'm so excited to continue reading. My puppy's asleep right now, but probably not for much longer. And then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read until my mom and stepdad get home, because she's a lot. She is very hyper, and I don't know if I'll be able to actually catch any more time to read once she wakes up. But it is like 1, so I'm gonna go have lunch, hang out, and then maybe hopefully read some more of this before my mom gets home. But I am gonna finish this tonight. I have to. I like don't want to have another day go by where I don't finish this, and then I do need to read The Ever After tomorrow. But it's just so good. Can't wait to continue reading it, and I'm just really nervous about how this is gonna end in like a good way. Like I don't know how it's gonna end. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm just so excited. So I'll talk to you later. Hi guys, it's 9. And I just finished Empire of Gold. Oh my god. It was so good. I loved it. Oh my god. 5 out of 5 stars for sure. I cried once, and it was about Dara. Dara pissed me off the entire book, and the one time I cried was because of him. Excuse me, S.A. Chakraborty? How dare. You know, it ended better than I thought it was going to. When Reagan from Proust Project read this, she's like, it was a satisfying ending. She's like, doesn't mean it was like a great happy one. I'm like, honestly, it was about as happy as you could expect. Like, even better almost. Like, I don't know, I was expecting a lot worse. Not like a bad ending, but like a lot worse. And it was, yeah, it was good. I didn't think it was gonna be a bad ending. What I mean is, like, I thought a lot worse was gonna happen to our main characters, I guess. But no, it ended really well, and satisfying, yeah. And I loved it. Oh my god. I read 350 pages today, and I loved every second of it. 5 out of 5 stars, absolutely. This series was amazing. Honestly, like, I wish I had read them as they came out, like I did with Sea of Brass, but honestly, reading them 1 a month for the past couple of months has also been really great, because I'm just like so in it. I'm in the world, I'm with these characters, and I'm not waiting a year in between them. I read them all, and I'm feeling very like connected to them, and it was just so good. So good. So if you haven't read this series, please pick it up. Every single one of them was 5 out of 5 stars, and honestly, they got better as the series progressed. Like each one was better than the last. And it was just amazing. I don't know. The last 200 pages was insane. It was honestly insane. It was so action-packed. I read it with my mom and stepdad like in the same room. They were like chatting and I was reading it like freaking out. And like I just couldn't put it down. Usually I have kind of a hard time reading like with a bunch of people who aren't also reading, but I did not have an issue. I was flying through it. But yeah, so good. Man, oh, so good. So good. It was amazing. I love Nari and I love Ollie and Dara. I made my peace with in the end. It was just really good. And I just loved how, you know, there's a bit of the here comes a cavalry trope and we love that. And it was just very good. But now I'm going to edit and upload my November fairy loot because I continuously forgot to do that today. And so I'm going to do it right now. And then it's only 9. But I'm also exhausted because I slept with my puppy in the living room last night. Give my stepdad and my mom a break. I like slept with her, but like she not upstairs because she's not used to the upstairs, and her having to go out a lot, going up and downstairs wouldn't work. So I slept on the couch and we were great. We both fell asleep at like 9, but then a friggin' Amber Alert went off at 11. And so we both woke up and were like awake because it was like a 2-hour nap. We were wide awake until 2:30. Thankfully she peed and pooped outside in those times. So then once 2:30 hit, we were both like crashing and we were both like, okay, time to go back to sleep till 5:30. Because that's when she usually wakes up. But then my stepdad was up, so I came upstairs and went back to sleep for like 3 more hours. But I'm definitely tired. And thankfully it's Sunday tomorrow, so I still have a whole day off to read The Ever After by Amanda Hocking, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. And then I'm still debating on what to read next week, but that's a next week problem. Not sure. I do really want to pick up Hollowpox and Return of the King. And Lady Night. No, so Lady Night and Return of the King for sure. I don't know, maybe Hollowpox. We'll see. Maybe it'll be like how long it takes me to finish Return of the King. Or maybe a Reaper at the Gates. We'll see. 10 Arrows of Iron got here by Sam Sykes, but I'm still waiting on The Sky Before the Storm. So I'm hoping that that'll get here before December ends. It's supposed to. I still have like 3 weeks, so it's fine. But yeah, so I'm gonna do my fairy loot. Honestly, I probably won't update you anymore tonight, unless for some reason I start The Ever After, but I highly doubt it. So good night. Guys, it's Sunday. I didn't read anything else yesterday. I just hung out, watched some TV, but I checked in on The Ever After this morning and I'm pretty sure it's close to 500 pages, which is really surprising. And I read a chapter because I just, you know, I didn't know exactly, but after reading an entire chapter, I only got through 1%. And yeah, so I'm not going to even attempt to read it all in one day. That's just not stress that I want. So I am going to try and read The Lady Night, which is just over 400 pages, like 404, 405 pages, which is very doable. I'm 23 pages into it now, and I am intrigued. This was an issue that I had with the end of Squire, where I was like, it feels like it's all of a sudden going in an entirely new direction from the rest of the series. And I had an issue with the Lana series doing that as well, where after the second book, she was a knight. And it was like, okay, so all this stuff that they were like building towards for the first 2 books is like done. And like, at least with the Lana series, it had like a main bad guy that still stayed around. Where in this, it's like all of a sudden a very new bad guy. Unless I've just been like totally ignorant, but I feel like all of the battles and the like little stuff that she's been fighting like over the years has been like mythical creatures and like bandits, not like a war with another country. So it just feels very out of place. And as a last book, I don't know, like in the Lana series, I thought the 3rd book felt very out of place, but the last book brought it back together. This, it's like the last book, I'm like, why? Like, why is this here? I don't know. Honestly, where this is going, it could have been a trilogy, I feel like, with the end being her becoming a knight. This just feels, I'm only 23 pages in, but it feels just like a random news story. Like it feels like this could be the start of another series that also follows Kel. So like a sequel series, spin-off series, there we go. A spin-off series that follows Kel, because it just doesn't feel necessary. But I'm gonna read that today. I don't really have many plans. I'm going to my dad's house. We probably will cross-country ski. It's beautiful out. It's super sunny, which is nice. But yeah, and if we do, I'll listen to The Deep, or just like, I don't know. I'm really not interested in The Deep like at all. I'm not really liking it, so I might just download a new audiobook or download some Adventure Zone episodes and just listen to those. I might just do that. But we shall see. That's a later problem. Right now, I'm going to read more of Lady Night, and I'll talk to you later. Hi guys. So I was just able to film a video and a half. I'm really bummed. My battery's flashing, but I thought I'd give you an update. I'm like 50 pages into into Lady Night. It's fine. I'm not really loving it. I'm not hating it. It's just kind of whatever. I won't be able to update you until tomorrow, but hopefully I'll finish it tonight. Hi guys, it is 10:36 on Monday. My camera died last night, so I wasn't able to update you anymore, but I am 300 pages into Lady Night. I have 100 pages to go, and I am so surprised by how much I am enjoying this. I am really liking it, actually. Some of what Kel is doing is like annoying me. Like, so in this, like Tortle is going to war, and she is sent to lead, to be the captain or like leader of the refugee camp. And she like hates being the leader. She's like, I want to be in the front lines. I want to fight. It's like, you're fighting plenty, girl. Like, stop. Like, yes, they are under guarded, like they do not have a lot of people who are actual fighters, but she's just like, she just complains so much, and I'm like, you are their leader, their actual leader of this refugee camp, like suck it up. But now I'm in the home stretch and I can't wait to see what happens. I am really excited. I do still think that this is not really connected to the last three almost at all, but I am enjoying it nonetheless, and I just like can't wait to see what happens next. I'm gonna try and finish this at lunch, and if I'm able to, then I'll keep it part of this vlog, and if not, I will finish this in next week's vlog. But overall, I'm really enjoying it. Right now, it's definitely like building up to be about a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So unless the last 100 pages really disappoint me, I think that this is gonna be a great read. And I'll chat with you all probably once I'm done. Hi everyone, so I just finished my lunch break, and that meant that I was able to finish Lady Night. And I actually really ended up liking it. This really surprised me. I just was honestly not expecting to like it. I was expecting to be disappointed. I didn't think it went with the story. And while that's part of it, we finally got like the Protector of the Small, like why this series is called the Protector of the Small series, and I ended up really enjoying the book. Gave it, I think, like a 4.5 out of 5 stars. On Goodreads it's a 5, but in general I think a 4.5 because I really enjoyed it. So let's just wrap up the week. The first book that I finished was The Trials of Apollo, The Tower of Nero by Rick Riordan, which I gave a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I just felt like it wrapped up really easily, and I just didn't feel like it was that strong of a final novel. Then I finished Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. I finished it here, but I did have it in a video that I filmed at my dad's house yesterday, so I don't have it with me, but I finished it, and that was the end of the Daevabad trilogy. And unlike The Tower of Nero, it was an amazing final book, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. And then the last book that I finished was again finishing a series, and that was Lady Night by Tamora Pierce, which finished the Protector of the Small series, and I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So all in all, a really great reading week. I also a good uploading like week, including today where I uploaded my October Fairy Loot, because I realized I filmed it, I just never edited or uploaded it. I don't know what happened. So I decided to edit and upload it today. The last video that I edited and uploaded on Saturday, I want to say, was my November Fairy Loot, but you know, I'm feeling good about it. I'm really happy that I was able to upload that video today, and then I think I'm going to try and upload this vlog tomorrow. And then I need to finish filming a video at my dad's house, and I want to also film, I've got like 2.5 videos that I kind of want to film I don't know if they're gonna work today, but like throughout the week, one of which is coming out this week, which is 5 new auto read authors, or 6, I think it's actually, it ended up being 6 new auto read authors and 5 authors I've decided to give up on. And then the other video that's gonna go out is all the books I read in 2020, which I have filmed and I just need to edit, which there's like 230 something books, so it might take a minute, but I hope you all enjoy and I'd love to hear your thoughts. But anyways, that is for 2 different days and I'm just rambling. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you enjoyed these books as much as I did, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!